Hey, what's up? It's your boy Prince back with another video. So today, we're gonna be looking at my phase 1 books. So 2 books that you'll be given. Well, 3. You'll get a laundry book that you can log all your laundry stuff whenever you take them to the wash. And you'll be given also your workbook. And this book, you have to fill it out. This teaches you everything you need to know once you go through phase 1. This workbook, I suggest you take this to all your classes, because you'll be going to classes probably every day in phase 1, marching. And yeah, so take this book. So when you're going through your lectures or your class work and all that, you can just fill it out, because there are blank spaces inside. And your section commander, whoever is taking the class, they will give you all the information. All you have to do is just fill these out, because at some point your section commander, they're gonna ask you to check these books, because they want to make sure that you're learning as you go. So all your weapon handling drills, all your map reading, your CBRN, battlefield casualty drills. Yeah, but lots of information in this. As you go through phase 1, you're gonna need to know all these. So it's good to just have this book. It's good to fill it out. Fill it out. It's gonna help you in the long run. All the information you need in this workbook. Also, we have we're gonna look into this really, is my diary, phase 1 diary. All the stuff that we did from week 1 to the final week. And this diary, you have to fill this out, because at the end of each week, your section commander is gonna ask to collect all the books from his section, and you're gonna have to. They don't want to see any space remaining, any space left out in this diary. So from Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have to fill these out. Don't mind the handwriting. As you can see, these were spaces that I left out. So my section commander, he like highlighted them, that why didn't you fill them out? So I just scribbled anything in, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go through these and show you guys some of the things I was going through in phase 1, Monday to Friday. Yeah, so we have here week 1, yeah. Look at the handwriting. I write better than most of you, so don't judge me. Monday, yeah, was week 1, Monday. I have here, it was a long day. We had we had Kit issuing checks, lots of paperwork and signing off our wills. Yeah, the lighting, you can't even see properly, but I'll just read it. Got briefed on security as well as our paycheck information. Yeah, what I've learned a lot. So you have to put what you've learned during the day, and the positive and negative of the day as well. So I got here, learned my kit sizes, because week 1, day 1 is so much things to be done, filled out, so many meetings. It's crazy. Learned my kit sizes, the importance of security. You have a whole lot of presentations as well. For Monday, positive performance, I got my military kit sizes completed. Negative, the day was tiring. Yeah, they don't want to see you leave out anything. So for negative, positive, just put anything that comes to mind. I mean, let it be true, but just fill it out. Don't leave it out. Tuesday, we collected our kit equipment. Was checked for proper haircut lengths. Had mental checks for good vision, hearing, and dental. Also got 5 vaccines and my blood taken. The OC's address, the officer in command address, and proper complaints procedures. Also briefed on how to lay out our lockers and prep uniforms and laundry management, etc. So yeah, so Tuesday in the first week, just had a lot of brief. We had a good bit of briefs from the OC, how to set our locker out and iron our uniform and all that. So what I've learned, how to set my locker, how to iron my kit and tag them. So tag all your kits. Make sure you have like a permanent marker so you can tag your name on your kit the tags, your shirt tags. That's basically it. Tag your pants. Make sure you put your name, because sometimes during laundry or whatever, sometimes kit get misplaced. Kit can get misplaced. So always tag them. Always. You can get in trouble for not tagging your kit. Even your shoe. Tag inside the shoe. What do you call is it the tongue or whatever? Put your name on it, or your initials and your number, like your last 4 of your military number. Put that, the last 4, on all of your clothing tags. Okay. How to fold my kit, how to organize my webbing belt, and shape my beret. So that's Tuesday. You'll be doing all that. Positive performance. My medical was good. Negative, long day. Most of my negatives I just put long day. I guess I left those. Okay, so I left these out. So I think I just went back after my commander was like, why haven't I filled them in? So I just put long day. Most of the days were long anyway. So Wednesday, week 1, we had a meeting with the Padre. Presentation on the badges and ranks and key personnels in the unit. You know, just knowing the rank, knowing who to salute, who to brace up to. So you don't salute warrant officers, but you salute captains, lieutenants, majors, colonels, and all that. I'll show you in this book. That's why it's good to just look through your workbook. It has so many key stuff that you need to look into. So these are the ranks and the badges, yeah. So whenever you see someone with these badges, with somewhat of a diamond or like a single crown, this is a major here, and the lieutenant colonel, you see they'll have this somewhat of a crown with a diamond. Always salute these. Ranks, warrant officers, you'll see they have like these somewhat on their rank slides that have these. You don't have to salute them, you brace up, right? And you'll learn all that, what brace up is and saluting when you get into phase 1. Check your workbook out, very important. Okay, back to Wednesday. We were introduced to the gym staff. Did our RFT assessment, went to welfare. I think we did the med ball throw, and we did the mid-thigh pull. We also did the run. Yeah. What I've learned, the role of the Padre. Yeah, the Padre, the person you can go to. If you're going through anything, you need counseling, go to your Padre. They will listen to you. They will hear you out. They're not biased. So if you're going through anything, if you don't want to get to your section commander or your training staff, just ask for the Padre office, and they're there to help you, give you counseling and all that. That's what I've learned. Personal security, the do's and don'ts, my fitness level, how I can improve, how to secure my kit. Positive performance. I did well on my run. I think my time was about, what was my time? Was it 9? It was not the best. I think my run improved over time. I did well on my med ball throw, mid-thigh pull. Yeah, all those were good. Negative performance, could have done better on the run. Yeah, I think I could have done better on the run. Yeah, I remember that day, a lot of my mates, some folks vomited like at the end of the run. It was crazy. Like the run was like, it was never ending, man. Running around pub, right? It's crazy. Thursday, foot drill lessons. Drill lessons including open, closed, order, halting. I can't really read my own handwriting, jeez. I got my bank account set up Thursday, viewed the Sense video, presentation on mental resilience, values and standard, personal hygiene, and preparing packing your Bergen. Well, I've learned how to do my foot drills, blah blah, and all that. So you get all that done. Positive performance, got really good on my drills. packed my Bergen to a proper standard. Negative performance, didn't sleep much. Found out my grandmother passed away. Yeah, that was Thursday of my week 1. Yep, Thursday of my week 1. Found out my grandmother passed away. Like, that was, yeah. Still bring back the memories of how I felt that day. Like, wow. It was, I can't believe I'm like low-key emotional. Like, it's crazy, but yeah. Friday, yeah, hold on. Friday we did OP, Wide Awake. I can't remember exactly what that is. We also did individual welfare in the army and strength and conditioning, pre-ex admin and deployment, personal meeting with your, so I think you'll get a meeting with your troop commander, who's usually a captain or a lieutenant. Oath of allegiance, we had to do that, and we also did on Friday of week 1 exercise icebreaker. So I've learned the dangers of heat and cold injuries, how to prevent heat and cold injuries, my current endurance level during the RFT, to set up a poncho, how to cook in the field and hygiene, positive performance, used mental resilience to cope with my grandmother's death, and set up my poncho and cooked in the fields. Could have been quicker with icebreaker exercises. Negative performance, could have been quicker with icebreaker exercises. Yeah, we did a few exercises in icebreaker. The first week, the Friday of phase 1, you head into the fields. Well, just a little bit behind the camp. There's some bushes there, so you'll just walk over there in the night, spend the night there in the cold. Well, in the fields. It was cold in my time because I went into basic training January, I think 24th, 2020. So it was cold, and it was so wet. Like, the rain was pouring down so much. Exercise icebreaker was pretty, I mean, it's just your first time, so you feel out of place, and there's so many different people from all over the place that you have to just get to know, and like you're vibing out who's who. And then icebreaker, everyone had was to say something about themselves in front of total strangers, like what's your name, where you're from, something good about you, or something interesting. So you had us to stand up and just say something, and then everybody's looking at you, and you're like trying to find whatever is interesting about your boring self. But yeah, yeah, it was cool, just memories of that. But I remember like that night was pretty like, it was just a bad day for me, because from the Thursday learning about my grandmother into the Friday, I was just like trying to pull through. I cried in the church while I was doing my oath of allegiance. I had us to like exit the church, because we did that in the church. Yeah, so it was a bad time, but I just had us to realize why I was there, and had us to pull through and realize my grandma would be so proud if I just stay and just continue. Yeah, I love my grandma, but it's life, you know what I mean? So exercise icebreaker ended the Saturday morning. We had also do a cleaning post exercise admin, clean our kit or shoe, because everything was wet. Poncho, Bergen, yeah, it was crazy. Personal hygiene, that's what I've learned. How to clean my kit and equipment post admin. Positive performance, got my kit and equipment clean. Finished my diary, coping better with my grandma's death. Negative performance, too many lessons in one day. Too many lessons in one day. That was the Saturday. Yeah, too many lessons in one day. Weekly reflection. So the week was a challenging one. Keeping up with all the tasks and exercises was a rush, but I managed to give my best. I learned a lot when it comes to the army life and the sense of urgency that's needed. Losing my grandmother this week hit me to the core, but with mental resilience, I'm coping. Core values experience. This is your weekly reflection. You also have to do that as well. A weekly reflection at the end of every week. Core values experience. Discipline was needed this week, as we were frequently trained to follow rules or face consequences. respect for others, as I'm in a section sharing a room with 11 other recruits from different cultures. Selfless commitment, dealing with my grandma's death, but pushing through every task. Goal setting to be more urgent with upcoming tasks. And then your section commander will sign his signature that you've done your reflections and all that at the end of every week. So I'm gonna stop there at week 1. Hope that you guys learned, how you got more of an insight as to what the week is. So I'm gonna do week 2. I'm gonna make this into like a weekly series, take you guys through all my weeks in basic training. I think this diary will definitely explain more of what I did, and so you can get more of a in-depth knowledge as to what to expect. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. All the best. Much love.